my name is Faber, and this is my husband, Robert. Thank you so much for joining us today, and welcome back to the Sky Princess Cruise Vlog series. Today, we are in Copenhagen, Denmark. We are so excited to be here. We're going to start off with a little canal cruise, then we're going to visit Tivoli Gardens, and then we're going to have a little peek at the local Lego store. Then we'll head back onto the ship and finish our day with a wonderful acrobatic show in the theater. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you'll subscribe. It is free. Give this video a thumbs up if you're so inclined, and we will see you around Denmark. Look at that stack of pancakes, waffles, and French toast for breakfast this morning. All the different toppings. Looks great. Poached eggs right there. I found a whole gluten-free section this morning. The whole thing, the hot plates right here. We have, look at those pancakes. They have waffles and French toast. And there's bread right there. She's toasting me some bread, a slice of bread. I'm gonna get some strawberry compote. And look, potatoes, bacon, eggs. Lovely. Oh, I just love it. Thank you. I brought my own granola. Got the strawberry compote with some plain yogurt, sliced up a banana, and no breakfast is complete without donut holes. You got pancakes and sausage and bacon. Looks yummy. Very nice. I am trying the gluten-free toast. It's a little hard, but you know. This is different. Here's the gangway, heading off the ship. Good morning, Copenhagen. Thank you. We'll wait in the terminal for a little bit. We're a little bit early. Right. Okay, we got turned in our tickets. Number 24, we're bus 24. There's bus 23 and 24. We made it to 24. And we're out here waiting. There's a little cover here, but not much. Hope it's not raining. Go, we are bus number 24 and off we go. I believe this is our bus right here in the front. We are on the bus. We have our seatbelts on. They're lap belts. They're not crossbody like they were yesterday. So we're about to head out. Exciting.
Yep.
My name is Gitte and the bus driver's name is Søren. And we're looking forward to spend this afternoon with you. The first stop is Canal boat that will sail around the canal so you can see Copenhagen from the water side. Hope you enjoyed it. Next stop is Tivoli, where I will take you through the entrance, and just right after the entrance I will show you where we will meet again after you have gone around in Tivoli. You have 1 hour and 30 minutes to go around in Tivoli, and after that the bus will take us back to the ship exactly 20 minutes past 3. So I hope you enjoy this. I will enjoy to be together with you. So let's see what's happening. We have ordered the sun for you, not raining, so it should be a good day.
Here we go. There's our guy. Coffee. Yes, please. We are right here on the water. This is a low boat. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Here we go. We're waiting for another bus, so we'll be about 10 more minutes. Here we go.
Good afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on board. On behalf of Captain Rasmus, my name is Frank. First of all, safety. Safety is our main focus here. We will be passing underneath a number of very low bridges. I will let you know when we come up to a bridge. Everybody please stay seated. Don't try to touch the bridges. I know it can be very tempting for the small boys, young boys. No smoking, drinking and eating is okay. This is Copenhagen. You have life vest under your seats. On your right hand side, I think you know this little lady here, the Little Mermaid, based on a fairy tale by Hans Christian Andersen from the mid-19th century. It was turned into a ballet, and Carl Jacobsen, like Carl from Carlsberg, went to see the ballet, and he liked it so much that he had Danish artist Edvard Eriksen make this wonderful little sculpture. So she's been sitting here since 1913. So the Copenhagen harbor is not a harbor in a traditional sense. It is a strait between two islands. The main island of Sjælland, Zealand behind you, and the smaller island of Amager on the opposite side. It runs 12 kilometers, 8 miles, from the very south up to the very north, and we're pretty much at the very end of the harbor. We have more than 100 types of fish, and we also have seals here. I saw one yesterday. It's around 10 feet, and we have them here very often. You are fairly lucky because this is a royal yacht. It just arrived here about a week ago. It's from 1935, the oldest royal yacht in the world, and only the royal family can use this one. If you can make any of the sailors salute you, normally when we have the normal sightseeing, we say you're gonna get the ride for free because they're not allowed to salute civilians. But we always try. That is where the royal family and their friends, or guests rather, they wait when they have to board the royal yacht. They often go on cruises in the summertime. This year is going to be a fairly short one, but sometimes they go up to the North Atlantic in order to reconnect with the subjects in Faroe Islands and Greenland, like containers being stacked on top of each other. And that is no coincidence because this is the world headquarters of the Maersk shipping line. The Maersk shipping line, container shipping line, is one of the largest, if not the largest in the world. Coming up on the right hand side in a little bit, you have 3 old warehouses from the mid-18th century. They relate to our colonial past. We used to have a number of colonies on the Gold Coast in West Africa, Ghana, and we used to have some colonies in the Caribbean. The US Virgin Islands were Danish until 1918. So we were actually one of the 6 or 7 largest slaving nations. We transported the last warehouse that was arms and ammunition going to the tribes in West Africa, and we traded that with slaves, and then we took the slaves to the Caribbean islands, and then sugar and rum and other products back to Denmark. It's estimated that we transported around 100,000 slaves from West Africa to the Caribbean. And it's very interesting because many Danes don't quite know about that history, and they don't want to know about it because we have this perception that we're the good guys, but it wasn't always so. Might not be so even nowadays. One in the middle, that is where goods back and forth to Greenland. On your right hand side coming up, you see a building with a black roof, 4 chimneys, and you have another one that we're seeing from the far end. We have 4 mansions here, and that is a Marienborg, the royal castle. They were built, the mansions, in the 1750s when this whole area was developed to Fredrikstad. So in 1795, Christiansborg, the royal castle at the time, burned down. So the royal family had to be rehoused on a temporary basis. And now 230 years later, they still live in these mansions in here. You have 4 mansions, 2 in the front and 2 on the other side of a square in the middle. Nowadays, King Frederik and Queen Mary live in the house with the 4 chimneys, and Queen Margrethe live in the house on the left-hand side with the 5 chimneys. Queen Margrethe is 85, and she abdicated January last year in favor of her son. So you could say that this mansion is a retirement home. You probably heard about the amazing welfare system here. This is a very good example. At the end of the square you see a green dome. That is Frederiks Church, or Marble Church. That is the largest dome on a church in Scandinavia. It's a very interesting building on the inside. One huge ground, very tall room. They still have services there, but not very often. So most of the time you can just walk right inside. On your left-hand side you see the Opera building from 2005. And that was donated by A.P. Møller, who is the founder and the owner of the Maersk container shipping line. It was completed in year 2005. It has 14 levels, of which 5 are underground, and the largest auditorium can seat 1,700 people. Sometimes in the summertime we have diving competition from the roof 24 meters into the harbor, and the depth is 10 meters there. It's supposed to be quite an experience. the paper island. It used to belong to the Navy way back, but for quite a while it was where the newspapers in Copenhagen would keep all the paper in large warehouses. Of course, nowadays newspapers don't use a whole lot of paper. Certainly not in Denmark, everything is digitalized here. So now this whole complex has been developed the last few years. The grey building here in the corner is supposed to be a water culture house. And I have to admit, I'm not exactly sure what that means, other than I'm sure they're going to have some swimming pools inside. Otherwise, you see 10 pyramid-shaped buildings made out of yellow brick. And we'll see that a little later, but if you see many of the old warehouses, they have the same color. They might be built 400 years ago, but there's a connection between the new houses and the old houses. It's all the same color. Some of these are for rich people, and a lot of the people living in this area, because it's expensive, are fairly kind of rich ghetto. However, these new developments, 25% has to be low-income housing. So you get a mix of people living in this area. Now we're going to pass underneath one of our many bicycle pedestrian bridges. So please everybody stay seated, thank you. Beyond this area, this is a residential area. And since there are thousands of boats passing here every year, we have to keep a little bit quiet here. So I'll get back to you in a couple of minutes. Torpedo plant. This is where we built torpedo boats during the Cold War. It operated between 1954 and 2003. It was closed down and redone, and now it's very expensive housing. And this is a good example of what you see many places in Copenhagen Harbor. You have a building or structure which was used for something, wasn't needed for that anymore, and then it's being redone to something else. It would have been much, much cheaper just to bulldoze the old building and start all over. But we tend not to do that, either because they are restricted, they are protected, or just because it makes more sense. On the left-hand side, you have 34 cannon boat sheds. And now we go back to the beginning of the 19th century. The British and the French were fighting for supremacy in Europe. We had quite a sizable navy. We tried to stay neutral, but they both wanted our navy. The British made it here first, a certain Lord Nelson, and he told us to give him the navy. We did not. He bombed Copenhagen, he destroyed some of the navy, and he stole the rest of it. So we didn't really have time or money to build a new navy. So instead we built a number of cannon boats, fairly small boats with 1 or 2 cannons in the very front. So when the British came back, and they did several times, we should send out these small cannon boats, fired off one shot, and try to escape back into the harbor. The waters off Copenhagen are very shallow, so it was difficult for the large British warships to navigate. It was much easier to navigate with the small boats. It didn't always work out too well, but this is where we kept them. Now they're protected, and you only have offices, and you have kayak canoe clubs here, but nobody lives here. You'll see they're slightly tilted towards the water, and that made it easier to push out the boats when they were needed. How they got them back in is a different story. On the right hand side you have a very different building. See the chimney and the very odd size. This is Copenhagen. That is a power plant Danish style. 500,000 tons of waste is being burned inside in huge incinerators, producing electricity and heating for 100,000 households in the Copenhagen area. We have some problems nowadays though, because we are recycling more and more of the waste, and we have another of these plants, so now we don't have enough waste. So sometimes we have to import waste from UK. However, we have a lot of energy from windmills. So on a windy day, we don't need anything else but the windmills. However, that's not the most interesting thing about this building. This is the fact that this is where we go skiing. It is 85 meters, which is half the side of our largest mountain, which is 173 meters. Of course, it's not snow, it's some sort of astroturf. You take a lift up through the center of the power plant, right next to the incinerators, and you come out top, and then you go right and around the corner. It is a one-room hotel. And you'll see in a little bit, it's quite luxurious. but it's the smallest hotel and it is always occupied. See, coming up on the left-hand side here, you see the room here on top. The small house on the left-hand side, that's a sauna. You have kayaks, and on the right-hand side you have a small swimming pool. The cost is $400 a night, and there's a 2-year waiting list. Left-hand side you have a number of houseboats. We have many houseboats. You have one of the larger ones on the left-hand side. And you see at the end, Complementary is the name, and Fire is the island it used to service. And this houseboat is owned by Bjarne Engels. Bjarne Engels is a very famous Danish architect. In fact, he designed Copenhagen and a lot of amazing buildings all over the world. But this is where he lives. The last 40-50 years or so, it has turned into a very, very attractive area. You see, it's a strange mix of old houses, new houses, warehouses, and we have a lot of houseboats here. This canal, as you will see, is a little bit like Amsterdam. Now we're coming up to a bridge here. Everybody please stay seated. Thank you very much. Again, as we pass down Christianshavn Canal here, this is a residential area, so I'm not allowed to use the speakers. However, should any of you have any questions, just raise your hands, and I'll come down to you and see if I can answer them.
That's someone's house. That's very cool. All the locals, not all of them, many of the locals are out sunbathing. Meanwhile, we Americans are freezing. Okay, we Texans are freezing.
This is the Royal Library, and it is made out of granite and glass, and it's tilting a little bit 7 degrees towards the water. So in the morning you have the sun hanging here over Christianshavn. The sun, the water and the glass makes the whole building sort of sparkle like a diamond. It's only really in the early morning. It's not just a library, there are all sorts of activities in there. Art, concerts, a restaurant of course. And now, just a minute, we're gonna come up to the end of our tour. Please everybody stay seated until we give you the go-ahead, as it can get a little bumpy as we come up to the pier here. So on behalf of Captain Rasmus and myself, thank you very much for joining us today. Hope you had an interesting hour. I know you're going to have a wonderful day in Copenhagen, because we have made sure that you have a sunny day as opposed to yesterday. Thank you very much.
There was our boat right there. Pretty cool. I thought it was really good. So we are headed to Tivoli Gardens. It is an amusement park. Okay, we're gonna follow her. The front entrance there was no parking, so we had to come park around the corner. So we're walking in. So we'll see when we get inside. We have until 3:20. It is 1:43 now. There's a Lego store right there. Here we go, we're coming in. So pretty. We are here at Tivoli Gardens. It's an amusement park. We're gonna walk around and see what we can see. Cakehagen. Cakehagen. Okay, I could eat cake. So, but there's lots of places to go in and look around, and you know, the rides are a little scary for us. Like, do you see that straight ahead? Do you hear the screaming? That's not happening. No. And then that one right there. That one? No. They went all the way up there whirling around. No.
Hour and a half. Let's get it.
So.
Let's get it.
Oh, I see him. Oh, hi, baby. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the water bubbles in the air bubbles in the water tubes. Very nice. Okay. Look at the peacock. Wow. Hi, baby. Oh, you're so, look at you. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was cool. See that? No way.
Let's get on
Mm.
there.
No way. The restaurant's here, so if you come here, this is Mazzoli's. So just press pause because that's all I can do is this. Looks delicious. Where you look here, there's something beautiful to see. It's just very nice. Wow. Oh, we can go down there. Okay, we'll go down there. All right, we'll meet you down there. And the children's rides. That's suitable for Robert and Favor. Maybe. So at night, this is supposed to be spectacular with all the lights. Look at the fish. Wow. Wow, that's a pretty shot right there. That's pretty. Gorgeous. Look at that crazy thing. What is that? No. Oh my gosh. It's so scary. Look at this. Look how pretty. Little sun light swarm. Well, there's no lights because it's daytime, but it's so pretty. Those are cool. I like those. Beer. Here's all the rides. Oh, you have to pull yourself up and then let yourself down. Oh, that was an adorable child. Boots. Those big things. There goes the roller coaster. Grab some coffee. I love the lids. And these are plastic, so I can take it home as a little souvenir. Perfect. And then there's pizza here. Here's the menu. Oh, yummy. Just press pause so you can see what you need to see, if you can see it. Oh my goodness.
Craft beer, pizza, and bottle shop.
I made these for my fireplace. So pretty. Oh. I can't get that home, but I would love that. This is a pretty shop. Beautiful. The mushrooms. Oh, so cute. Obviously, there's no filming, but there's a casino inside the theme park. Found this now. You just turn a corner and there's something to look at. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Hello, beautiful. Hello. Hello. You're so beautiful. Just decided to come have a seat. Just watch the people. Listen, I had to stop and buy a wool sweater because it's so cold. And the young women here, what were they doing, Robert?
It's 62 degrees Fahrenheit, but sunny, and there was
Windy.
hundreds of them laying around in bikinis and bathing suits, sunning.
They did not look cold.
No, my wife was freezing.
I am freezing. So cold. Look, I have a coat on. I have my coat. I have my London sweatshirt on. I have pants. I had to buy a jacket thing. I'm so cold.
You cannot live here.
No, I would just be freezing all the time. And this is like summer, so
Yes.
I can't even imagine what winter's like. Oh my god. Well, from what I understand, they actually don't. Ooh, sorry. They actually don't get a lot of snow.
No, and skiing, the gentleman said they had like 10 inches.
10 centimeters.
10 centimeters, not 10 inches.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks later, they had 5 centimeters.
Yeah, and that's like all they would get. That just seems, I don't know, seems like that's wrong, especially because Norway's so close and like it's always cold there. It snows there. We're gonna go to the Lego store. We're gonna go to the Lego store. Oh my goodness. Lego store. Oh my goodness. All right, let's look for anything specific to Denmark, okay? Look at this. The little suitcase. Oh, it's so cute. The taxi. Wow, that's very cool. Hogwarts Castle. Very nice. I really like the suitcase. This is the second floor. You can customize your little minifigure to make him like these minifigures that have the Dutch flag on there. These guys over here. So cute. So glad we got to go in. That was fun.
Yes,
that was cool. When we get home, I'm going to have to order the suitcase.
Yes.
Because I have like $20, $30 in Lego points. So I wouldn't even have to pay for it. So, of course, I have that. Now I only collect the Lego pieces that are very, very special and the Christmas sets. Because they've run out of room. Tour guide is absolutely adorable. Adorable. She is lots of fun and incredibly sweet. Here we go. Gonna head back to the bus and back to the ship. They have a lot of really fun shops here. That looks like a Denmark Ulta or a Sephora. They got cakes in there. Cakenhagen. Tivoli pastry shop. Yes, please. Okay. Starbucks. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hey, if you're on these tour buses, look, it's got a little charging spot. Now, I don't know if it works because I don't have my charging cable with me. That one anyway. I have a USB-C, USB-A, whatever they are. The little ones. So, and brought my cup home, went in the bathroom, washed it out. I'm going to take that home for sure. Our bus driver's trying to get out. And just endless amounts of bikes. They just don't stop coming. Oh, wow.
I think they better give way to the bus, though.
Yes. The old buildings with the new. Oh, hey, bus. I'm vlogging here. Well, so the old with the new, very modern building right next to the older building. I just love it. And the weather, she said it was just pouring down rain yesterday. But today, beautiful, bright, sunshiny. It is windy, so she said she's cold too, so it's not just me. Okay, we're back at the cruise terminal area. We're not quite to the ship yet, but this has been a lovely day. Lovely, lovely day. Here we are. We'll be back on the ship in a second. We'll see you back on board. We are back on the ship. I don't think I noticed earlier today the sea right there, being able to see all that. What a beautiful view. Just imagine if you had like a condo or something over here overlooking that water all the time. It's gorgeous. What a great, great day we had. Such a wonderful day. Everyone getting back on the ship now. All on board is literally in 15 minutes. So, yeah, we had a wonderful time. Wonderful, wonderful time. Ooh, we did not mess around. I just came out here and checked, and our ropes were still up. Here we go. So we've come up to deck 17 on the starboard side of the ship. We are on the port side. There's Sweden. Robert saw it on the map and he's like, do you want to see Sweden? I was like, yeah, I want to see Sweden. There she is. Hello, Sweden. In a few minutes, I'll take you through the buffet, but here is my dinner tonight. This is spaghetti bolognese, gluten-free with lots of cheese, the way I love it. Look at this beautiful gluten-free section tonight. We have roulade of sole, we have grilled pork chop, we have Danish lamb stew, and Danish seafood stew, all gluten-free. So appreciated. Okay, and that is Polish hunter stew. There we go. Danish seafood stew, Danish lamb stew, grilled pork chops, and roulade of sole. Come over here for a second. This is a smorgasbord. This is a cheese plate, or a crudité, or cheeses. There's the fish for you. And this is a salmon, mushy peas. There's the skirt steak, stuffed pork loin, peas and carrots, which I've enjoyed several times already, herb roasted chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy, gluten-free, mixed vegetable stew, gluten-free, steamed rice, gluten-free, steamed radish, gluten-free. There you go, right there. Sauteed zucchini, red radish, sweet potatoes, and sauteed cabbage, all gluten-free. And then over here we have the mushroom gratin, vegetable fried rice, which is gluten-free. The ingredients are here. I don't know if that's gluten-free or not. The baked mixed vegetable gratin is not. And the cornflake baked mushrooms are not. Over here we have more soup options. And then we have a Caesar salad station right here. We have a salad station where you can create your own salad. Through here in the middle, there's usually breads in here, little bites, small bites, canapes. I cannot say that word. Hello. Good evening. There we go. More breads over here. And then this tonight is a specialty. It looks like mussels and or clams, mussels and shrimp, crackers, and charcuterie. Tonight's specialty would be the white chocolate covered strawberries. Hello. Sugar-free dessert tonight is vanilla fruit cake. Gluten-free and vegan dessert tonight is angel food cake and cherry shortcake. And then here is the separate section of gluten-free. We have beef stew right in here. This is I'm not sure what that is. This one is plantain curry and plain rice, and they serve you. We have Jell-O upon request, potato chips and ketchup. We have chicken fingers, French fries, mozzarella sticks, which I'm sure Robert did not see, fish finger, plain pasta, tomato sauce, barbecue, and cheese sauce, brownies and cookies. We have gluten-free dal. This was very good the other day. Stir-fried vegetables right there, which is also gluten-free. We have mango fried rice. Mango, there we go. This is gluten-free. Crispy chicken is not. Spicy meatball, Mongolian beef, and here is Kung Pao chicken. This is the specialty this evening. Looks delicious. And then here's tonight's special option is crispy chicken cutlet topped with homemade Greek salad. Looks amazing, amazing. Hello. And then, of course, you can order burgers tonight. Stacked smashed burgers look delicious. Delicious. And then tonight's specialty dessert is right here, which they have not started serving yet, but looks to be a delicious. Hello. Very good, thank you. And this is a hazelnut pudding with vanilla sauce, and this is peach flambe. So, and then their regular desserts this evening, we have milk chocolate brownie. This almonds flour. That looks really nice. Chocolate tarts and a fruit tartlet. Here's a vegan section. And cut up fruit. Now, there's another section of the buffet which has the stuff that will be the same every single night. Now we've come outside to look at this castle out here. This is Denmark. Look at that.
Okay, that is the Kronenberg Castle where the play Hamlet was set. So it's called the Hamlet Castle or the Kronenberg Castle.
Very nice. Thank you, Robert.
You're very
Just run on this side of the ship, and there's Sweden. Seriously. I can't imagine living somewhere where you just look across the sound and there's another country. Castle at Sweden, in Sweden. Wow. Is it a church? Church or a castle? It's hard to tell. All right, got here a little bit late. Let's see if we can get our usual spots. We are here at the show. We are going to watch their like acrobats and jugglers and a variety show basically.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, talking of husband and wife duos, you are in for an absolute treat tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please go crazy and give it up for Cameo Rascal!
Sandwiches always just look so nice. Look at this, the bacon and onion quiche, ham sandwich, egg sandwich, mortadella and cheese, the cheeseburger pie, and they heat these up for you if you'd like. And then bananas, and then fruit, and these sandwiches here. Oh, just looks so nice. And then the desserts are over here. They have a couple of different gluten-free ones in here. The white chocolate tropical cream is gluten-free. Let's see. I'm not sure anything else is. It's sugar-free. So, looks very nice. Very nice. And then, of course, coffee. Yummy. Whew. We are moving tonight. And just so you know, it is tonight. It is 9:15 at night and bright outside. It is crazy. I love it though. I just love it. It is very cold. Very, very cold. Oh, I love it. All right. Good night from the Sky Princess. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for watching. We sincerely appreciate it. We hope to subscribe. It is free. Tomorrow, we are in Germany, and we are very excited for a full day in a beautiful country. We'll see you then. Bye.